Hey everyone, welcome back to Maine Tiny Homestead. I wanted to pop on real quick today to let you know some of the precautions that you can take if you're going to have a frost or freeze in your area. It's the end of September, tomorrow is the last day of September, and we have a frost advisory for tonight. We've actually had 3 frosts already that have killed off some of my tender herbs, like basil, and tarragon. They don't really like the cold, so they've already had some black spots on their leaves because it's been too cold. So I just wanted to show you what I do in the garden here to try to prevent a frost from affecting your plants. So let me flip around right here and we'll show you what I'm doing here. So you know my beds are 4 feet wide by 8 feet long, and any kind of sheet size will work fine with these. What I like to use is twin sheets because they're small enough to go across and not have too much weight on them where they're going to crush the plants that are underneath. So I'm just going to show you what I've done here. I have 2 buckets out front, and I've tried to cover them over a little bit, especially this one here on the right. That one has beans in it. This one has onions in it, and I still have a couple going. But this is really my herb garden, and the asparagus is the only thing I'm going to let pop up here because I don't want to bend that stalk over, so I'm just going to let that be. But under here, I want to show you what happened on the last frost because I'm trying to prevent that from happening again. So see all these black spots on the basil leaves? That's from having a frost. And what happens is the dew, comes right before sunset or just after sunset. And it's setting early these days. It's 5:30 right now, and the sun is already behind the trees. So if you put the sheet over, what you're trying to do is avoid the cold dew setting on the plant and then have that moisture on there. And then when the temperatures freeze, that moisture freezes on the leaves. So by doing something like this, you can use, of course, row covers or something that's made to do this. But, hey, here in our homestead garden, we're just doing a makeshift. So I got a bunch of sheets. I have a hoop right here in the middle, like this one over here. That hoop is right here. And it's kind of going to give me some stability to clip the fitted sheet onto as I clip it on the back. And what I use, guys, it's so easy. Clothespins. I just clip everything together. And then I just tuck the plants underneath. So I have a bunch of basil over here. But that tender basil really got it bad last time. So I'm going to, you can see all the spots on that. I'm going to try to avoid having any more spots. And then tomorrow I'm going to harvest what I can. I haven't had a chance to do any of that this week. It's been too busy at my real job. So just showing you what I've done here. I'm just covering everything up, clipping it together with the clothespins. And what I'm going to do right now over here on my lettuce bed, I'm just going to throw a sheet over the top. That should be fine. These tomatoes, depending on how bad the frost is, just might be a bust. They're really at the end of the season. There's not too much left on it, just a couple here and there. I do, however, have another tomato under here that I started. So I want that one to be protected. So that one's under here. And then I have another one over here, and I just put a pillowcase on this, right? So hopefully that one will be okay. But this big, massive mess I don't really care too much about, so I'm just going to let that one go as it is. Okay, so I'm not going to overcomplicate this, right? I just have my twin sheet here, and I'm just literally going to lay it across the bed because everything in this is low, so I don't really need anything in the top, like in the middle, to boost it up or anything. So I'm just going to drag this across. And if I wanted to, I could tie it up on here to give it a little bit of height, which I might do. But that's really all you need to do. So everything sure does look weird covered in sheets, but it will save it from the frost tonight. I'll get another few days out of the harvest, and I'll be able to, turn this around and be able to save some of this, these vegetables and herbs that I wasn't able to save before. So hope this tip helps for you, and get out and garden. Thanks for watching Maine Tiny Homestead.